Have you ever considered the allure that goes beyond mere physical appearance? As we journey through life, our understanding of what truly captivates shifts, and we find ourselves drawn to a magnetism rooted in wisdom, lived experiences, and a quiet grace. This is about the compelling power of silent attraction. That unspoken magnetism that draws people closer without a single word. We're exploring habits that can help you cultivate this allure, making you even more irresistible as you embrace your later years. You'll discover how to radiate positivity, engage in meaningful conversations, and approach aging with grace. Think of the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Her quiet strength and unwavering dedication to justice spoke volumes, drawing people to her not with loud pronouncements, but with her consistent actions and thoughtful presence. Or consider the gentle wisdom of the Dalai Lama, whose peaceful demeanor and compassionate words inspire millions worldwide. These figures exemplify that silent attraction is about the impact you have, not the volume at which you speak. Radiate positivity. One of the most transformative things you can do is consistently radiate positivity. A genuine smile, one that crinkles the corners of your eyes and reflects true engagement, can instantly uplift any environment. It dissolves barriers, encourages openness, and creates a safe and welcoming space where people feel comfortable. Your positive attitude becomes a beacon, drawing others toward you and putting them at ease. Consider the story of a woman named Elena, who volunteered at a local nursing home. Despite facing personal challenges, Elena always greeted the residents with a warm smile and a cheerful word. Her positivity was contagious, brightening their days and creating a sense of community. Beyond physical gestures, your positive outlook on life shapes your interactions. When you face challenges with optimism and resilience, others notice. Your ability to find the silver lining inspires those around you to adopt a more hopeful perspective. By focusing on solutions instead of dwelling on problems, you foster a sense of calm and confidence. People are naturally drawn to optimism, especially during times of uncertainty. Radiating positivity isn't about pretending to be happy all the time or suppressing negative emotions. It's about embracing life with an open heart, acknowledging both the ups and downs, and choosing to focus on the good, even when things are tough. It's about finding strength and hope in difficult circumstances. In personal relationships, a positive attitude fosters deeper connections, as people are naturally drawn to those who make them feel good about themselves. In the workplace, it creates a collaborative and productive atmosphere where innovation and creativity flourish. By cultivating gratitude, kindness, and possibility, you not only improve your well-being, but also create an environment where everyone around you can thrive. If you're finding this helpful, consider this a gentle nudge to stay tuned for more insights like these. You might find them surprisingly valuable. Practice active listening. Active listening is a powerful tool for building meaningful and authentic relationships. It goes beyond simply hearing words. It's about fully engaging with the speaker on both a cognitive and emotional level. When you listen actively, you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, but instead you immerse yourself in the conversation, ensuring the other person feels heard, understood, and valued. Imagine a scenario where a friend is sharing a difficult experience. Instead of immediately offering advice or sharing your own similar story, you focus solely on what they are saying, making eye contact, nodding, and asking clarifying questions. This demonstrates that you are truly present and invested in their feelings. The first step in active listening is to give your full attention to the speaker. Put away distractions like your phone or other devices and focus entirely on the person in front of you. This shows them that they have your undivided attention and that their words matter. Eye contact is crucial, but avoid staring. Just maintain a comfortable level of engagement that communicates your focus. You can also offer nonverbal cues like nodding or leaning in slightly to show that you're truly invested in what they are saying. As you listen, resist the urge to interrupt or jump in with your own stories or opinions right away. Instead, give the speaker space to fully express their thoughts and feelings. If you have a thought or response, make a mental note, but let them finish before you respond. This approach not only helps the conversation flow naturally, but also ensures the other person feels respected. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that invite deeper reflection. For instance, instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" you could ask, "What was the highlight of your day and what made it special?" Or "What challenges did you face today and how did you handle them?" These types of questions demonstrate that you're paying attention and are interested in more than just surface-level answers. They encourage the speaker to share more of their inner thoughts and emotions, deepening the conversation. Active listening is a skill that takes practice and patience. It requires you to be present and fully engaged, even when you may feel distracted or overwhelmed by your own thoughts and concerns. Over time, as you consistently practice active listening, you will notice a positive shift in your relationships. People will begin to feel more comfortable around you, and your connections will deepen as trust, understanding, and respect grow. Master the art of conversation. Engage in conversations that move beyond superficial exchanges and delve into more profound, meaningful subjects that truly matter. Rather than defaulting to small talk or routine pleasantries, focus on cultivating connections that facilitate the exchange of ideas, personal stories, and valuable insights. Sharing your own experiences, knowledge, and wisdom is important, but it's equally crucial to remain open and receptive to learning from others. This two-way street of communication enriches both parties and allows for a more dynamic and engaging interaction. Think of the conversations you have with a close friend or family member. These aren't just surface-level chats about the weather. They're deep dives into your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. These are the conversations that strengthen your bond and create lasting memories. When entering into a conversation, approach it with a sense of curiosity and a commitment to active listening. This means being fully present and engaged, not just hearing the words being spoken, but also attuning yourself to the emotions and underlying thoughts that those words convey. Look for cues that indicate how the other person feels about the topic at hand, and respond with empathy and understanding. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that demonstrate your genuine interest in the other person's perspective. These questions can help to deepen the conversation and encourage a more reflective dialogue. Fostering an environment where both participants feel valued and respected. Creating a space where both parties feel heard and acknowledged is essential. Strive to avoid interruptions or dominating the dialogue, as this can stifle the flow of ideas and limit the opportunity for rich exchange. Instead, aim for a balance of give and take, where both you and your conversation partner contribute equally. This reciprocal approach not only enhances the interaction, but also helps to deepen your understanding of different viewpoints, broadening your perspective and enriching your insights. By diligently practicing the art of conversation, you cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. This practice enables you to gain not only knowledge, but also empathy and wisdom, as you learn to appreciate diverse experiences and perspectives. Such interactions are invaluable. They foster stronger relationships, create opportunities for personal growth, and elevate your ability to communicate effectively in a variety of situations. Ultimately, mastering the art of conversation can transform your interactions, leading to more fulfilling and insightful connections in both your personal and professional life. Cultivate a sense of humor. A good sense of humor is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools we have to help us navigate through life's inevitable ups and downs. It's more than just a fleeting reaction to something funny. It's a mindset that can significantly alter the way we experience our daily lives. Humor has the unique ability to lighten the mood, ease tension, and create a more relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere. No matter where you are, think of a time when a well-timed joke or a funny observation completely changed the atmosphere in a tense situation. Or consider the people you know who always seem to find the humor in everyday life, making even the most mundane tasks more enjoyable. Whether you're in a high-pressure meeting at work, spending time with family, or hanging out with friends, the act of embracing the lighter side of life doesn't mean you need to be the life of the party or the funniest person in the room. It simply means not taking life too seriously. Finding humor in everyday situations can be a refreshing and essential part of the human experience. It's about seeing the little absurdities and quirks of life and learning to laugh at them rather than let them frustrate or overwhelm you. Even in the most challenging moments, a well-timed laugh can help shift your perspective and turn a stressful situation into a more manageable one. Humor provides a much-needed break from the constant demands of daily life, giving your mind a chance to relax and refresh. One of the most empowering aspects of humor is the ability to laugh at yourself. This is more than just a way to lighten the mood. It's an act of self-awareness and humility. It shows that you recognize your imperfections and are comfortable with the idea that you don't have to be flawless. Laughing at yourself, especially when things don't go as planned or when you make a mistake, is a powerful form of resilience. It allows you to approach life's missteps, whether they're small, embarrassing blunders or larger, more significant challenges, with grace, patience, and even a sense of pride, rather than letting frustration or shame take over. Humor gives you the ability to recover quickly and keep moving forward without losing your confidence. Maintain a well-groomed appearance. While physical appearance isn't the only factor that determines attraction, how you present yourself plays a vital role in how others perceive you and can say a great deal about how much you value and respect both yourself and those around you. A well-groomed appearance reflects your attention to detail, personal care, and consideration for the impression you leave on others. Think of someone you admire for their put-together appearance. It's not about wearing expensive clothes or having perfect hair. It's about showing that you care about yourself and respect the people you're interacting with. This doesn't mean you have to fit into rigid beauty standards or conform to any particular societal norms, but simple acts of self-care, such as keeping your hair neat, choosing clean and well-fitting clothes, and maintaining proper hygiene can significantly influence how others see you. When you put thought and effort into your appearance, you're communicating a message to the world that you're conscientious, responsible, and aware of the impact you have on those around you. It signals that you respect yourself enough to take pride in your physical presentation, and by extension, that you also respect those you come into contact with. It shows that you value your interactions with others as well as the environment you inhabit, whether it's a social gathering, workplace, or public space. A polished and put-together look enhances your confidence and self-assuredness, making it easier to approach conversations and engage with others in a positive and approachable manner. Moreover, maintaining a well-groomed appearance conveys a sense of professionalism, maturity, and reliability. These are qualities that often evoke trust and respect, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. It helps to establish you as someone who can be counted on, someone who takes care of business, and is dedicated to presenting themselves in the best possible light. In short, how you carry yourself and the effort you put into your appearance can not only open doors to new opportunities, but also cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections in all areas of life. Whether you're networking, socializing, or interacting with colleagues, ultimately by paying attention to your outward presentation, you're setting a standard of respect for yourself and those you encounter, creating an environment where positive, authentic connections can thrive. Be authentic. Authenticity is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating meaningful, lasting connections, whether you're engaging in personal relationships or professional environments. It serves as the foundation for trust, respect, and genuine understanding. Think of the people you are most drawn to. They're usually the ones who are unapologetically themselves, who don't try to be someone they're not. That's the power of authenticity. In a world where it's easy to feel pressured to conform to others' expectations, the temptation to hide parts of yourself or pretend to be someone you're not can be strong. But don't fall into that trap. Authenticity is key, and people are naturally drawn to it because it embodies confidence, integrity, and self-awareness. Being authentic requires you to embrace every aspect of yourself, your values, your beliefs, your strengths, and even your quirks. It means accepting that you're unique, and that's something to be celebrated, not concealed. Instead of bending yourself to fit into molds or meet external standards, focus on being true to your own identity. This involves speaking your truth and expressing your thoughts, feelings, and opinions openly, even if they don't align with what others might expect or desire. By being authentic, you create a space for real and deep connections. People respond to genuine interactions, and when they sense that you're being your true self, they are more likely to open up to you as well. This mutual vulnerability fosters trust and strengthens relationships in ways that surface-level exchanges cannot. When you present yourself authentically, you set the tone for a more honest and open environment where others feel comfortable being themselves too. In this way, authenticity doesn't just enhance individual relationships. It contributes to a more supportive, empathetic, and connected community. Keep in mind that trying to conform mold yourself into someone whom you're not, or continuously wear a mask to meet the expectations of others may offer temporary approval or acceptance. However, this often comes at the expense of your happiness and fulfillment. Over time, pretending can lead to frustration, disconnection, and even resentment. The relationships that stem from being anything but authentic tend to lack depth and can prevent you from building meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. So, make it a priority to remain true to yourself, regardless of the pressures around you. When you let go of the need to fit in or be liked by everyone, you'll attract individuals who appreciate and value you for who you are. These connections will not only be stronger, but will be grounded in authenticity, trust, and sincerity, qualities that build the foundation for long-term, fulfilling relationships. Embrace your age. Aging is a natural, inevitable, and profoundly beautiful part of life that should be met with acceptance, not fear. It's easy to become fixated on trying to reverse the visible signs of aging, whether it's the fine lines that mark your face or the silver strands that frame your hair. But instead of concealing or lamenting these changes, you should choose to embrace them with pride. Think of the stories you've heard about people who radiate confidence and grace as they age, who don't try to hide their wrinkles or gray hair, but instead embrace them as symbols of a life well lived. That's the kind of beauty we're talking about. Every wrinkle, every gray hair represents the countless moments that have shaped who you are. They are symbols of the laughter, tears, challenges, and triumphs you've experienced over the years. Each line etched on your face tells a story. Those lines are reminders of the years spent navigating life's ups and downs, building meaningful relationships, and learning lessons that only time can impart. They are physical proof of a life well lived, a life filled with growth, resilience, and personal transformation. The changes in your appearance reflect your journey, and rather than trying to hide them, you should honor them as markers of wisdom and strength. Your age is not something to be ashamed of. It's quite the opposite. Your age is a badge of honor. It signifies your resilience, your ability to weather life's storms, and your capacity for endurance. With every year that passes, you accumulate a treasure trove of experiences, memories, and insights that make you richer in perspective and understanding. Your age brings depth to your identity in ways that youth simply cannot offer. By embracing your age, you free yourself from the pressure to conform to society's unrealistic expectations of eternal youth. Instead of being bound by superficial standards, you can celebrate the richness that only time can bestow upon you. The deeper connections you've formed, the self-acceptance you've gained, and the wisdom you've accumulated. Aging allows you to become more authentic, more comfortable with who you are, and more appreciative of the present moment. Rather than seeking to reverse the signs of aging, consider celebrating them as the markers of your life's journey. Each new year is not just a number. It's an opportunity to continue learning, sharing your knowledge with others, and growing in both wisdom and confidence. It is a chance to reflect on all the moments that have shaped you and to be proud of the person you've become. Your age is an integral part of your story, and it makes you uniquely beautiful both inside and out. Be generous. Generosity is an incredibly attractive trait that can set you apart in any situation. It goes far beyond the simple act of giving material possessions. True generosity involves a willingness to share not only your resources, but also your time, energy, and emotional support, without expecting anything in return. Think of someone you know who is always willing to lend a helping hand, to offer their time and expertise to others, without expecting anything in return. That's the kind of generosity that truly resonates with people. This kind of selfless giving can be expressed in many ways, whether it's taking the time to help a friend in need, offering your skills or expertise through volunteering, mentoring someone who's struggling to find their path in life, or even lending a hand to a stranger in a moment of difficulty. The impact of these generous acts is profound and deeply resonant with others. When you give freely, you cultivate a sense of connection and trust with those around you. Generosity shows that you care about the well-being of others and are willing to invest in their success and happiness. It demonstrates a kind of selflessness that is rare in today's world, where many people are often focused on what they can gain from a situation. True generosity isn't always about grand gestures or lavish gifts. It's about the small, everyday acts that can make a real difference. Listening attentively when someone needs to talk, offering guidance or advice to those who seek it, or even offering emotional support when someone is feeling overwhelmed. All of these are forms of generosity that have a lasting impact on relationships and communities. These everyday acts of kindness not only create a positive ripple effect, but also help to establish your reputation as a compassionate and caring person. People are drawn to those who embody kindness, as they feel safe and valued in their presence. Generosity fosters an atmosphere of goodwill and strengthens relationships, both personal and professional. When others see that you are genuinely invested in their well-being and that you are willing to help without any expectation of reward, they are naturally attracted to you. It creates a bond of mutual respect and admiration, which in turn can open doors to new opportunities and deeper connections in both your personal life and your career. Being generous is a powerful tool for building meaningful relationships and creating a positive environment. It helps to attract people who value authenticity and sincerity and who are themselves generous in spirit. When generosity is practiced as a reflection of your character rather than as a means to an end, it creates a lasting impact that goes far beyond momentary acts of kindness. It leaves behind a legacy of warmth, trust, and goodwill, making you someone people feel grateful to have in their lives. So, practice generosity not for personal gain, but as a reflection of who you are. Embrace the power of giving and allow it to shape the way you interact with the world. In doing so, you'll not only enrich the lives of those around you, but also foster a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose in your own life. Be patient and understanding. As we grow older, one of the most profound and valuable qualities that naturally develops within us is patience. Over the years, we've experienced the ebb and flow of life, its highs, its lows, its unpredictable twists and turns. And this accumulation of experiences teaches us a profound lesson. People and situations are rarely as simple as they might first appear. Think of a time when you were younger and perhaps more quick to judge or react impatiently. Over time, You likely learned that there's often more to the story than meets the eye, and that everyone is on their own unique journey. With time comes a deeper understanding of human nature, a clearer perspective on how events unfold, and a greater appreciation for the complex, often unexpected ways in which life works. With this wisdom comes the ability to not just accept, but to genuinely empathize with the struggles, challenges, and journeys that others face. In our younger years, we may have been quick to judge, quick to anger, or quick to expect others to act or respond in a certain way, often without understanding the broader picture. We might have thought that people should know better, that solutions should be obvious, or that progress should happen immediately. But as we mature, we come to realize that everyone's path is different and that each person carries their own unique set of circumstances, challenges, and growth opportunities. We learn that the timing of change and personal development varies from one individual to the next, and it often doesn't follow a linear or predictable course. This understanding allows us to step outside our expectations and into the experiences of others, offering kindness and compassion instead of judgment, and support rather than frustration. This sense of patience extends far beyond our interactions with others. It shapes the way we approach life as a whole. As we age, we become more attuned to the reality that outcomes don't always arrive quickly, and they certainly don't always follow the exact trajectory we imagine. We realize that the process of working through difficulties, facing obstacles, and persevering through challenges is just as significant, if not more so, than the eventual resolution itself. This long-term perspective encourages us to trust the journey, to believe in the natural progression of things, and to embrace the notion that in many cases, time is the best teacher. We begin to recognize that sometimes the greatest act of support we can offer to someone else is simply to be present, to allow them the space and time they need to grow, learn, and evolve at their own pace. When we use the wisdom and experience we've gained over the years to offer guidance to others, we must ensure that we do so with a gentle hand and an open heart. It's important to share what we've learned without forcing it upon others or assuming that our way is the only way. Our experiences, while valuable, are unique to us, and they may not always be directly applicable to someone else's circumstances. Let our wisdom serve as a guiding light, a soft beacon that helps others navigate their paths rather than dictating how they should proceed. This approach fosters a space where mutual respect and understanding can flourish, where relationships can deepen, and where we can contribute positively to the lives of those around us. In the end, patience and empathy become more than just personal virtues. They become part of the legacy we leave behind. As we continue to grow older, we have the opportunity to be a source of support, comfort, and understanding for others, enriching both our own lives and the lives of those who come into contact with us. Through our ability to offer guidance with compassion, we create a ripple effect of kindness that can spread across generations, helping to build a world where patience, empathy, and understanding are the foundation of our interactions with one another. Live with purpose. Living with purpose is one of the most powerful ways to bring meaning and direction into your life. When you have a clear sense of purpose, each day feels more intentional, and even the simplest tasks can take on a deeper significance. Think of someone you know who is truly passionate about what they do, who seems to wake up every day with a sense of excitement and energy. That's the power of living with purpose. A purpose-driven life gives you a sense of clarity, motivation, and fulfillment, helping you stay focused on what truly matters and encouraging you to prioritize your energy on things that align with your values and long-term goals. Finding your purpose begins with introspection, taking the time to ask yourself what excites you, what drives you, and what makes you feel alive. It's about identifying your passions, your talents, and the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. This may take time and experimentation as you explore different interests, skills, and areas of life. However, once you discover something you're truly passionate about, it becomes the guiding force that fuels your actions and decisions. It could be anything from creative pursuits, helping others, advancing in your career, or making a positive impact in your community. Living with purpose doesn't mean having a grand or world-changing mission, though it could be. It's about finding something meaningful to you that gives your life a sense of direction and fulfillment. It could be as simple as nurturing relationships, growing in your personal development, or striving to become the best version of yourself. When you approach life with a sense of purpose, your days become more aligned with your values, and you begin to make intentional choices that lead to a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Pursuing your purpose with enthusiasm is key. It infuses your life with energy and momentum. When you're passionate about something, the work feels less like a burden and more like an opportunity. Enthusiasm becomes contagious, inspiring those around you and creating a sense of shared mission, even when obstacles arise. Living with purpose gives you the resilience and determination to overcome challenges because your focus is on the bigger picture, the impact you're working toward. Purpose also provides clarity during difficult times. When faced with uncertainty or setbacks, having a clear sense of purpose can help you stay grounded. It gives you the confidence to navigate through challenges, knowing that you are working towards something greater than temporary struggles. Your purpose acts as an anchor that keeps you focused on what matters, giving your life stability and meaning in your daily actions. Living with purpose can create a profound sense of fulfillment. Whether it's the small moments of joy in doing what you love or the larger achievements of making progress toward your goals. Each step forward builds a deeper connection to the life you're creating. This sense of progress is incredibly satisfying and motivates you to continue pursuing your passion with even more enthusiasm. Appreciate the simple things. Amid our fast-paced lives filled with constant demands and distractions, it's easy to overlook the simple yet profound beauty that surrounds us. One of the most enriching practices we can develop is learning to appreciate the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. Think of the feeling of warm sunshine on your face, the taste of a perfectly brewed cup of coffee, or the sound of laughter shared with loved ones. These are the simple things that can bring immense joy. These moments, though seemingly insignificant, can offer deep joy, fulfillment, and a sense of connection to the world around us. Appreciating the simple things begins with cultivating mindfulness, a state of being present in the moment and fully engaging with the experience at hand. Whether it's the sound of birds chirping on a quiet morning the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the scent of fresh flowers in the air. These simple, natural wonders hold the power to ground us and remind us of the beauty in our surroundings. Taking time to pause and notice these details can provide a much-needed break from the chaos of modern life, offering moments of peace and tranquility. For instance, consider the act of taking a walk in the park or sitting by a serene lake. It's easy to rush through such moments, but when you slow down and truly observe your surroundings, whether it's the rustling leaves, the ripples on the water, or the vibrant colors of a sunset, you begin to appreciate the beauty that often goes unnoticed in the rush to get from one task to the next. These small, everyday experiences provide a sense of calm and perspective, helping you reconnect with nature and the world around you. Spending quality time with loved ones is another way to embrace the simple things. In today's world, it's all too common to get caught up in busy schedules and lose sight of the importance of human connection, but meaningful moments, whether it's a quiet conversation over a cup of coffee, a heartfelt hug, or a spontaneous laugh, hold the power to strengthen relationships and nourish our emotional well-being. Taking the time to truly engage with those you care about without distractions creates a space for genuine connection and shared happiness. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in appreciating the simple things. When you take a moment to reflect on your day and acknowledge the small blessings that may otherwise go unnoticed, like a kind word from a stranger, a delicious meal, or the warmth of a cozy blanket, you begin to shift your perspective and recognize the richness of your life, even in its most ordinary moments. Practicing gratitude helps to cultivate a sense of contentment and fulfillment, allowing you to find joy in the everyday rather than always seeking something bigger or more extraordinary. In addition to appreciating nature and relationships, it's important to recognize the beauty in routine activities. Simple tasks like cooking a meal, enjoying a cup of tea, or reading a book can bring immense satisfaction when done mindfully. Instead of viewing these activities as chores or obligations, try to approach them with a sense of curiosity and appreciation for the present moment. The act of preparing a meal, for example, can become a meditative experience as you notice the colors, textures, and aromas of the ingredients and the satisfaction that comes from creating something nourishing with your own hands. Furthermore, finding joy in the simple things doesn't mean ignoring the larger aspects of life, such as goals or ambitions. It's about finding balance. It's recognizing that while striving for success and growth is important, it's equally vital to savor the present and find happiness in what you already have. This shift in mindset allows you to live more fully and appreciate the richness that life offers in every moment rather than constantly focusing on what's next or what's missing. Lastly, appreciating the simple things encourages a sense of gratitude and mindfulness that can foster resilience in the face of challenges. When life feels overwhelming, taking time to notice and appreciate the small moments of joy can provide a source of comfort and strength. These moments act as reminders that even amid difficulty, there is beauty and goodness to be found, whether it's in a kind gesture, a moment of quiet, or the feeling of a gentle breeze on your face. Be a role model. Your life experiences and the wisdom you've gained over the years can serve as an invaluable resource for younger generations. As you navigate through life, strive to be a positive role model, someone who embodies the values, principles, and behaviors you hope to see in others. Think of someone who has positively influenced your life, a teacher, a mentor, or a family member. What qualities did they possess that made them such a powerful role model? Led by example, not just through words, but through your actions. Demonstrate integrity, kindness, resilience, and a sense of purpose in everything you do, showing others how to live authentically and pursue their best lives. Inspire those around you by showing them what it means to live with intention and empathy. Share your personal stories of success, failure, growth, and perseverance. Let them see how you've overcome challenges and learned from experiences, offering practical advice along the way. Your life, when lived with purpose and positivity, can motivate others to take control of their paths, encouraging them to embrace their strengths and make meaningful contributions to the world. By cultivating habits of patience, understanding, and compassion, you become a beacon of silent attraction. People are naturally drawn to individuals who exude warmth, kindness, and wisdom, not because of their appearance or material wealth, but because of the deeper qualities that define who they are. These are the qualities that make you unique and unforgettable. True attractiveness comes from being a person of substance, someone who stands firm in their beliefs, cares deeply for others, and continually strives to better themselves. When you focus on embodying these traits, you become more than just a figure of admiration. You become a source of inspiration and a guiding light for others. In the end, being a role model is about creating a legacy, one that will be remembered long after you're gone. It's about leaving behind a trail of positive influence and encouraging others to live with courage, compassion, and conviction. Through your example, you help shape the future by uplifting those who look to you for guidance. So, what have you learned about silent attraction and how to become more irresistible in your 70s and 80s? I hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring. Remember, true attractiveness isn't just about physical appearance. It's about the qualities that make you unique and unforgettable. By cultivating these habits, you can radiate positivity, connect with others on a deeper level, and live a more fulfilling life.